Just imagine that 20 million, 30 million is sitting in his bank account while you guys organize a very cheap wedding. How do you really think that would be? What quality effect do you think that could really get into marriage? I actually want you people to have a rethink about wedding, because most of the time wedding is the cause of poverty in marriage. Not this blaming game you guys are pushing on each other. If you really think about it, sometimes wedding will consume 5, 10, 20 million, 30 million, 50 million, 100 million, sometimes 500 million. And within couple of months and years, then you will hear that the marriage is over. Sometimes the man might get loan to fund the wedding, and before you know it, the wedding is scattered. Yes, he has not completely paid back all the loan. He is divorced and is still owing. Let's think about this. Meanwhile, most of the time, those men that are getting married are yet to get to the peak of their financial standard. So let us all think about it. Just imagine that 20 million, 30 million is sitting in his bank account while you guys organize a very cheap wedding. How do you really think that would be? What quality effect do you think that could really get into marriage? Am I really talking to somebody at all? You think about all these things. Most times, the wedding ceremony you people invested so much on is the cause of poverty. Meanwhile, after the wedding, your bank account is left with 50,000, 70,000. How long do you think that can take the family? Let's think together. I know most women think about their wedding. They care about what people say about their wedding, not about their marriage. And my dear brother, I really want you to think smartly. This kind of woman is not really careful about the picture of the future, but what the weddings will be like. Think. Although I'm not talking about people who come from a very rich family, I'm not talking about those guys that are grown, probably they are just marrying late or something, that can afford whatever amount of money is required to celebrate the wedding. But you think about it. Just imagine that 20, 30 million is sitting in that guy's account after maybe parlor wedding or whatever. You guys can sit down and program and process how your life will become meaningful more than feeding the whole crowd and become poor or become the same. Think. The most devastating part of the whole thing is for you as a man to go and pick just a woman, not a real wife. Because by the time you guys follow yansh, you go and date that girl that barb her hair like a man, that bath with tattoo, pierce everywhere. My dear brother, most likely those women with that kind of makeup and everything, they are not wives. And you really need to be smart about this. And brother, if you are putting up this kind of plan I'm talking about, and you see a kind of woman that insists, I must do cut wedding, I must do short wedding, I must do white wedding, painting the wedding in every color, my dear brother, check deeply. That girl is planning divorce before getting married to you. Because if not so, cut wedding or not cut wedding, the reality is that if she insists that by whatever means she wants to have it, it means she has been planning divorce before getting married. Think. Although, because we need to tell the truth sometimes, some men are terrible beings, and I can understand. And that is why I can't blame these women complaining at 100%. But no matter what the story is, when it comes to divorce, nobody is winning, no matter what you want to come up with. And I will implore you guys, you should plan your future well enough, more than that wedding you are planning. And if you can do that, that will save you a whole lot more. It's just a random thinking in my head, and I just think it's going to benefit someone. And if it doesn't match you, you can just forget about it. But of a truth, if you can save that millions of naira or dollar you really want to waste on wedding to build the marriage and enjoy the marriage together, I think it's going to help you a whole lot more. You think deeply about this, and then you can have a better life as couple. May God bless your union. Think deeply. Bye.
I'm open-minded, no violence. Talk my own, no silence. Choose to we go touch them. Choose to regardless. I'm open-minded, no violence. silence. True story, we go touch them. Show some love regardless. I